Have you ever considered the intricate web that ties together the dark underworld of prostitution and ill-gotten money? It's a complex and often misunderstood relationship, where one fuels the other in a vicious cycle of exploitation and corruption. Prostitution, the act of providing sexual services for payment, is often viewed as a form of work. Yet it can also be seen as a form of exploitation, a grim reality that many are forced into against their will. Ill-gotten money, on the other hand, refers to income derived from immoral or illegal activities, such as corruption, drug trafficking, or smuggling. The link between prostitution and ill-gotten money is undeniable. Those engaged in prostitution are often victims of violence and exploitation, frequently coerced into working for human traffickers or other criminals. There are several ways in which prostitution feeds into ill-gotten money. For instance, individuals involved in prostitution may find themselves working for human traffickers, who then use the money earned to finance other criminal activities. Moreover, those offering sexual services can become victims of violence and exploitation at the hands of their clients, who may be criminals or individuals who have amassed their wealth through illegal means. Prostitution and ill-gotten money negatively impact society, contributing to violence, exploitation, and crime. They can also harm the health and well-being of those involved in prostitution. Various measures can be taken to combat prostitution and ill-gotten money. Governments can enforce stricter laws against prostitution and human trafficking. Civil society organizations can provide support services to those involved in prostitution, such as social reintegration programs. Prostitution can negatively affect ill-gotten money in several ways. Firstly, it can serve as a source of income for criminals. Human traffickers, for example, often use the money earned from prostitution to fund other criminal activities, such as drug or arms trafficking. Secondly, prostitution can act as a means for money laundering. Criminals can use the income from prostitution to conceal the origins of their illicit money. Thirdly, prostitution can contribute to corruption, as authorities may be bribed by human traffickers or other criminals who utilize prostitution for revenue generation. Ill-gotten money can also negatively impact prostitution. Firstly, it can make prostitution more dangerous. Those involved in prostitution, who work for human traffickers or other criminals, are more likely to become victims of violence or exploitation. In conclusion, the relationship between prostitution and ill-gotten money is a complex and harmful one. It's a cycle of exploitation, corruption, and violence that continues to negatively impact society. Efforts must be made to combat both these issues, to protect those most vulnerable and to create a safer, more just society.